hospital, whereas Apollo is right out here ringside.
And
Let's turn this up.
Ready for the bright lights, high life. Everybody's feeling right. Live it up, keep it popping all night. We are ready for the throwdown, showdown. Never fucking slow down. Live it up, tonight it's gonna go down. You know we need it loud. Shout if you're with me now. I could be going off without any warning. From 6 p.m. to at least 6 in the morning. When the sun comes out, we keep it going. Looks like a 2-day bout, that's what we're throwing. We're rolling out, what's up with you? You know the place we're going to.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GFW Pulse. I am your host, Good, and as always, I am being joined by my partner, Emav.
Yeah, well, not as always. Unfortunately, I had to miss last week. I got arrested on the way to the arena for a DUI.
And the crowd is going wild here tonight. They love that pyro as much as Emav loves the bad things that end him up in the jail cell.
Yes. But you know what? I'm just happy to be back here for GFW Pulse. We got an amazing show tonight, and it's the go-home show for Backdraft.
It absolutely is. Folks, tonight is going to be wild. Our first matchup of the evening tonight, folks, is going to be the returning Taron Johnson, returning off of that ankle injury caused by Bone Crusher, to face the debuting Derek Douglas.
Yeah, you know, usually I would pick Taron Johnson in this match easily, but we have no idea how well her ankle is healed, so it's possible that Derek Douglas could get into his debut match and actually pull off a win against one of our biggest stars here.
That is absolutely correct. Derek Douglas, a huge, and yet very athletic Canadian power wrestler. He reminds me a lot of a larger, meaner Lance Storm.
Well, that's certainly high praise. Let's see if he delivers in the ring.
Entering the arena at this time, the Heartbreaker, Taron Johnson. And her opponent this evening, the debuting Derek Bolt Douglas. Matchup underway here between Taron Johnson and Derek Douglas. Taron opening up
nice
early.
arm drag.
Yeah, Taron is looking good out the gate here. Oh, that'll take a step out of your...
Leg sweep though by Taron getting back into it. I gotta ask you a question. What is up with Derek's nickname, Bolt? I don't get it.
You'd have to ask the gentleman himself. All I know is that he went low real early in this matchup.
Yep, first cover of the match, but only gets a 1 count.
I'm expecting some big things from Douglas here, though. I've seen his repertoire of strikes, and he actually has some pretty
2
lethal
count
kicks.
already. I'm kind of surprised that Taron was able to get a near fall like a minute into this matchup.
See, but that right there was what I was talking about. You notice how he sent her off the ropes and
Whoa! What the? Oh my God!
Taron
she just did a baseball slide and fell out of the ring. But getting right back into the match,
taking advantage of the outside is Taron Johnson. I was just going to comment on the fact that Douglas managed to bounce her off the ropes and then take out her shin with that low leg kick.
Yeah, definitely. Derek Douglas obviously targeting the injury, very smart.
That was still an incredible thing from Taron, though, sliding out of the ring.
Yeah, I've never seen that before in my life. It was incredible. And now we're getting into a strike battle here. Taron with the chops, and Douglas with just the shots to the face, and Douglas gets the better of it.
And just wrenching on the neck of Taron Johnson here, trying to take advantage of that height advantage he has over her to really apply leverage.
Yeah, like I said earlier, this is the last show before the pay-per-view, and it would just really just completely shake up the entire GFW FTW title division if Derek Douglas was able to get a win here tonight over Taron and kick out.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you're gonna take home a debut win, let it be against somebody like Taron Johnson, who has been at the center of some of the most controversial segments on the show in the last series of weeks.
Yeah, definitely. The crowd definitely has an opinion on her, whether they love her or hate her. She's one of the most, I guess, notorious, however you want to take that, superstars in GFW. Cover here, gets a 2 count, nothing more.
Oh, missing with that huge step kick. Goes for another one, but ends up catching the sweep. Taron is on top of her game tonight.
1, 2.
So much for that ankle injury here. We're just not seeing it.
Yeah, well, that's because she's not giving Douglas the opportunity to target it very much.
You know what's crazy about this matchup too, Emav, is that Taron actually requested this matchup with Derek Douglas, knowing how much larger of an opponent he was. Oh, Johnson special!
Oh, there it is. Is he gonna tap out?
She's got him.
Gamgoon's asking.
Oh, he manages to fight out of it there.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised that she would ask for this matchup because she's got prepared for Bone Crusher, who's even bigger than Derek.
You are absolutely correct. Look at the use of speed and agility here by Taron. I don't think that Derek Douglas has connected with one move off of an Irish whip this entire matchup.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And if I was Bone Crusher, I'd be watching out for those drop kicks in this match when he goes to fight Taron. We watch out for the drop kicks, the leg sweeps, and just the overall agility as you see that running senton.
Oh, she's calling for it. Could it be? Heartbreaker from Taron Johnson. That could be all she wrote right here.
There it is, dragging him away from the ropes. Cover, 1, 2, 3, and 3. Ooh, so close.
I started earlier than Gamgoon there. I got to the count before he did. Oh and the power.
Brainbuster setting him out of the ring.
The power being exhibited by Taron Johnson.
I think she's moments away from winning this match, but for some reason she's giving Douglas some reprieve here, some time to catch his breath. She just hit a heartbreaker on him and followed by a brainbuster to the outside of the ring.
You have to wonder if maybe that brainbuster took more out of her than she's letting. Twisting moonsault there.
That was crazy. And go for the cover.
1,
this be at 1, 2, 3, and no!
Oh, Derek Douglas just getting out of it. Backslide.
Backslide.
1,
2. No, not again. He kicks out. Derek Douglas showing incredible resiliency here.
Oh, but we're getting a call for another heartbreaker here. Wham! Right on top of the head.
I don't think he's going to kick out of a second one. 1, 2, and no, he does. He kicked out of a second one. Oh my God!
The resiliency being
the heart of a warrior here. But will it be enough? Will he be able to get some offense in before it's too late?
This match has been pretty much all Taron out the gate.
Cover off of nothing.
A single
doesn't get anything off
or a single count off of that elbow counter there.
It wasn't even never mind. And Derek Douglas, wait a second. Taron now. Oh, big enziguri.
And another rolling senton. Taron just running on all cylinders here, but Derek Douglas able to recover before she can follow up with that heartbreaker. Oh, did you see him slip that heartbreaker? Taron going to the well one too many times.
Yeah, I guess Douglas finally got an idea of how to counter it, how to get out of the way. And, Bulldog does not get out of the way of that. But I mean, if I'm Derek Douglas, I mean, fuck, I gotta do something quick.
Right?
Just kill him.
And that's quick.
Oh my God!
That'll take the skip out of your step. That's what I meant to say earlier. And Taron lands a brutal show tie there.
Taron doesn't seem too phased by it.
Well, I mean, it's a little different when you go downstairs like that on a woman, I suspect. Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but it still hurts. I mean,
yeah, it still hurts, but I don't know if it takes the wind as much out of your sails.
Oh, shoulder block. it's just an incredibly hard-hitting match, and I'm just surprised at just how little
Derek
Douglas
went after
has been
that
able to
ankle
do to
again
stop
there. Did you
Taryn.
see him just kick the leg out from
Yes,
under
he did.
Taryn?
That's gotta be a strategy at this point, because he's not having much success in this match.
No, so far Taryn going to town here tonight. Oh, huge kick. But you gotta remember, the thing about Derek Douglas is he is a huge competitor. It only takes one move in the right spot to clinch it up.
Yeah, he's not getting it.
No, because Taryn is
getting his ass
all over
kicked.
him. She is fired up. Samoan pop.
Dude, if I was Bone Crusher, I'd be a little worried right now.
Absolutely, and it's crazy because they've had such heated interactions in the Heartbreaker! That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it right
gotta
there.
do it. Count to 100.
One,
two,
three.
and the what? No!
Derek
How?
Douglas managing to survive somehow.
How does he keep kicking out of this?
It's gotta be the will to not lose his debut match. That's gotta be what's driving him here. Oh, and another Samoan pop. Taryn going up top here. Big elbow drop with a cover, but she's on the ropes. Bad positioning there.
I gotta wonder, okay, if this guy just making his debut was able to kick out of 3 Heartbreakers, how many is Bone Crusher gonna kick out of?
Ooh. Huge
my
kick
God.
there.
It's gonna take like 10 of them. Ooh! Your mat slam.
That sleeper drop.
Taryn trying to just do some different things here because nothing is putting Douglas away.
Well, you gotta remember. Oh, Indian Deathlock being broken out here. You gotta realize, though, too, that with the way that the Heartbreaker works, the weight difference matters. It affects the amount of impact that there is on the head and neck.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
And
twisting
Douglas, I'm
moonsault
sure-
misses. Derek Douglas getting out of the way just in time. And Kingoon is down.
Gamgoon out of position there, and it costs him. He's down. And a big drop kick by Taryn, but if she goes for a cover, it's not gonna. Oh, wait, Gamgoon back up.
Oh, stepping Enziguri there. See, that's what I mean. Lethal kicks from Derek Douglas. It just took him a second to land one of them.
Busted open.
Oh, Taryn with that body lock
Yeah, but
dragon
of
sleeper.
course, Douglas had his arm all the way outside of the ring, and now, wait a second, this could be that move you were talking about that could put it away. Following up with big shots to the face.
I think he's just
But Taryn's
angry
not
at this
giving up.
point. Oh, Showtime lays him out
Yeah,
again. Uh-oh. Center of the ring, that body lock
This has
dragon
gotta be
sleeper,
it. Yep,
that's
that'll
it.
be it. Did not tap out, but Gamgoon was forced to call for the bell because he couldn't defend himself anymore.
That was absolutely phenomenal from Taryn Johnson. I don't think there's any question that she's ready for her matchup at Backdraft. Ladies and gentlemen, next up this evening, we have a rematch of sorts, but not exactly. Last week, we saw Asher make his debut against Reeve, with Misfit Angel in his corner, Reeve wanting to show Misfit Angel how it was done. Unfortunately, he was not successful on that trip out.
Yeah, Professor Aisher was very impressive against Reeve, and honestly, with the win-loss records just taking into account, I have to think that Aisha's got to be the favorite in this match. I don't know that Misfit has much of a chance.
I would beg to differ, considering the performances we've seen from Misfit as sort of a gatekeeper here on Pulse. I think that
but exactly,
Asher's
she's
got
a
his work cut out for
gatekeeper.
him.
She can't get the job done.
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the arena at this time, the Eye of the Storm and the Dark Light, Reeve and Misfit Angel.
This is how it feels when you're bent and broken. This is how it feels when
And her opponent opponent this evening, he is deviously yours, Professor Asher.
Well, the first thing I gotta say as this matchup gets underway is that we need to fire the ring announcer because he got his name wrong. It's Professor Aisher as he takes over. Oh, the Misfit kicking him in the face.
I'm reasonably sure that just like you're wrong about Misfit, you're wrong about that. Pretty sure the name is Professor Asher.
Professor Aisher, and he's going to destroy Misfit here tonight. Look at this already. Oh no, Misfit with strength.
I'm as sure that it's Asher as I'm sure that you're wrong about Misfit. Look at the counter she just hit.
Yeah, Misfit, you know, she's doing good in the early going.
Oh,
now she
with
just
that
gets
front
pancaked on
facebuster.
her face. That's it. Cover her. Oh, she gets up.
I think it's way, way early for a cover here. Misfit is shown to have a little bit of toughness and definitely some stomp and grind to her.
Yeah, absolutely. But Aisher is a skeleton. He's how can you kill him if he's already dead?
Well, I mean, you don't have to kill him. You just have to knock him out?
How? He's not conscious. He's just a skeleton.
Well, I mean, he's still conscious because he's moving, right? I mean, the bigger story here for me, though, is that the whole point of this match is that Reeve last week sort of forced Misfit to the sidelines and took her spot in the match against Asher for his debut, apparently trying to show her how it's done, and then Reeve got beat. So you have to wonder what's Reeve gonna feel like if Misfit comes out with the win here tonight.
Yeah, you know, it was a tough season 1 for Reeve and, well, Misfit wasn't around season 1, but it was a tough season 1 for Reeve, just getting locked in that absolutely hellacious, bloody battle feud with Gorefist, came up on the losing end of it, and season 2 hasn't gone much better for them, so I would say that Misfit really needs this victory here tonight.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure what Misfit's win-loss ratio is right now, but I don't think it's anything that incredibly bad. Oh, beautiful back spinning kick there.
Unless I'm mistaken, she's only won one one-on-one match and lost like 3 or 4 of them. But either way, a victory here would certainly help her momentum quite a bit. And oh wow, big drop kick. See, Aisher, a big guy, but still able to hit moves like that.
Oh, and Asher just taking a moment here to let the crowd know that he is comfortable in the ring.
Yeah, Aisher definitely seems just really confident and really
oh boy, this looks nasty. Oh, tornado DDT.
See, that's the thing is Aisher's a big skeleton. He's like 6'3", 6'4"-ish, like 250 pounds, and still able to fly around the ring just as effortlessly as the E05.
Oh god. Brutal series of elbows there, followed up by that drop kick, but Asher not able to capitalize on that drop kick at all. Uh-oh. Oh, nasty German. 1, 2.
Into a bridge. Oh, almost gets her, but not quite. And now Misfit strangely going for a cover. I'm not sure what that was about.
Hey, you never know. You never know. Sometimes people put everything they got into a cover. 1, 2. No, not even a 2 count there.
The one thing I will say about Misfit is that she is very scrappy. She likes to brawl with her opponents. She likes to beat them up, and she actually does a good job of that most of the time. But so far, Aisher has just been able to shut her down. But wait, maybe not. Misfit shot to the chest and now throwing him into the corner.
What she got in mind here doesn't matter. Asher gonna counter. Oh, that chop to the chest.
She counters. Throwing him outside, taking it outside the ring.
Might
this
be
is
a good
where
place for her to be.
has an advantage, and and she throws it away.
She brought him right back in.
I see. I'm not really sure what's going on with the Misfit strategy. She keeps throwing him places and then not doing anything, and now she's getting choked out.
Well, I mean, it's not that she's not doing anything. When she follows up in the corner, he seems to be countering quite a bit.
Yeah, but it's like you just gotta do your move, and oh my god,
dump to the outside.
Instead of throwing him to the outside, just slam him to the outside.
Oh, and then rammed face first into the apron.
You just gotta rethink her strategy in this match. She's not doing bad. She's doing better than I thought she would, actually. And oh, look at this! Look at this!
Nice
the
scoop slam on the outside.
Just slamming him down. Like I said, not a small guy, but still able to suplex him all over the place.
I think it's very wise of Misfit to get her damage in here while they're on the outside. And look at this, a bit of cat and mouse mind games here from Misfit Angel.
Just to go all night.
Acer has had enough of the games.
That was great.
That was a wonderful little sequence. Oh, wow. That'll rattle your skull.
Roundhouse kick to the skull, to kick out.
That was a nice kick, though, rattling the skull of Professor
Yeah, that
Acer.
was beautiful.
And I don't know if she's going for ripping the mandible off here or what, but a chin lock on a skeleton is definitely an interesting tactic.
Yeah, I don't think it would work very well. I mean, it's just bone. You can't really...
Those chops from Acer just look vicious here.
Oh, look at that. Roundhouse kick to the face by Misfit, and now picking him up.
I think Misfit's starting to fire up here. Oh, nice clothesline.
That's some of that brawling style I was talking about earlier that she's so adept at. And now picking him up.
Oh, we've seen this. That's a hug and Misfit finish.
Oh, there it is. Could this be the end of the match? One, two, three.
No.
Ooh, so close.
Acer kicking out of the Misfit finish. It did not take her long to heat up to that, did it?
No, absolutely not. And Aisha's got to do something quick because he's on the verge of losing this match.
Snap suplex again to put him down. And now
what would be entertaining though is if Misfit does win this match. Hang on a second.
Ooh, look at that.
Submission attempt.
Just wrenching on the skull of Acer, potentially trying to rip it off.
Yeah, but I was thinking if Misfit were to win this match and Aisha would be 1-1 against Reeve and Misfit, it would be cool if Aisha could find himself a tag team partner. That'd be a nice match.
That would indeed. Oh, wow. Series of elbows there from Acer. But Misfit telling him, bring it on. Oh, here we go again. Misfit finish.
Misfit finish. And she hits it. For a second time, is that going to be the end of the match? One, two,
three. That's it right there.
Misfit pulls off the upset. Fantastic victory for her.
Misfit Angel did what Reeve could not do. And I don't know if you can hear this, but Reeve is howling in the corner. I don't know if he's happy or upset at this point.
Hopefully he's happy. He should be happy.
Yeah, well, you know, there's always that sense of rivalry, and if you're Reeve here and you basically forbade her from taking the original match with Acer so you could show her how it's done, and then she showed you up, I mean, who knows how their relationship dynamic really works? That might create some issues there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've certainly been in a few complicated relationships before, and the best thing is to just have a few drinks and just forget that you hate her.
Wow, Emav, you sound like you have a storied history, but I mean, at the same time, I don't know how many women you've dated that'll drive your skull face first into the ground. Then again,
most of my relationships only last like 3 weeks, so yeah.
And I bet they end like that too, don't they?
Sometimes they end with me getting thrown out of a speeding car on the highway, but that's a story for another time.
And we will save it for that other time. Ladies and gentlemen, next up, as I understand it, Travis Markson is waiting in back with a microphone. He's got a few things he'd like to say after his tag team match last week with Heidi Hart Smith.
Well, this sounds like a good time to go get a beer.
Boo-hoo-hoo, you had to have a match with a rookie. Quit crying. Wow. That is really, really tasteless and uncalled for.
No, I know that I can't make you stay. But where's your heart? But where's your heart? But where's your... And I know there's nothing I can say to change that.
The beating heart of the Hart family, Heidi Hart Smith. Strong words from Heidi Hart Smith to Markson here. Wow. Definitely not pulling punches, ready to send Markson back to the EOWF. I don't... Well, I mean, Nero is running things now. I guess you could call it a shithole company. Heidi going low and taking a shot at Markson's manhood, so to speak. I don't know that I would call this young lady untalented. Oh, come on. Really? Do we really need to go back to that? Just callousness from Travis Markson. Ladies and gentlemen, the next matchup of the evening is going to see the faction champions of GFW, that is Glory, versus Blood and Gore. This a long-time blood feud between the two factions.
Well, yeah, absolutely. The faction championships are not at stake in this match, but you got to think if Blood and Gore is able to pull off a victory, that would put them in line for a faction title match at Backdraft. And another thing that might help them is that they might not be alone in this match. Yeah, the rest of Blood and Gore might come down to uneven the odds.
Well, they may not even need any help from outside. Lately, the conflict between Victor Wolf and Omar Jackson has been causing a lot of issues for Glory. Bobby Freedom making sense for him to be in the center here on the matchup screen, as he has been the one trying to play peacemaker to both sides.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm actually confident that Bobby can succeed in that. I mean, sure, Omar and Victor haven't been getting along that well, but you gotta think that nothing unites two people better than a common enemy, and Blood and Gore is certainly the enemy here. So we'll see what happens.
Can you hear them? Yeah, it's all for us. You believe them? Yeah, it's serious. Hear the siren. We're victorious. I'm telling you, we're gonna stand up with our hands in the sky.
Entering the arena at this time, two parts of the faction champions, Glory.
Alright, and the bell rings to start this off. Bobby Freedom starting off with Alex G, and immediately into a headlock takedown for Bobby. Of course, probably two of the best technical wrestlers from each team squaring off to start this thing off.
You know what's more interesting to me is that this is supposed to be a 3-on-3 match, and I don't see Omar Jackson at all.
Yeah, he didn't... I don't know what happened. I mean, he came out with them. Oh, wait, no, he didn't. I'm sorry.
No, Emev, you should put your utensil down for a minute, brother, because no.
Whoa! Oh my god!
Did you see
Bobby
him hit
Freedom.
the apron?
Yeah, with the belly to belly, he tossed him over the top rope, hitting the apron on the way down, but yeah, Omar Jackson...
Nowhere
he might
to
not
be
even
found.
be in the building for all I know.
Oh wow, and Blood and Gore just taking Bobby apart in the ring while Victor's focused on Alex on the outside.
Well, this is very bad for Glory here. Down a member, down a crucial member against three of the best wrestlers from Blood and Gore. This is just... I mean, as great as Bobby and Victor are, I don't see much hope for them in this match.
Well,
if
I mean,
Omar doesn't come out.
I think that if they're smart and they use frequent tags, they might stand a chance here, but the reality is the numbers game will catch up to them eventually. Not even a one count there.
The one thing that just comes to my head immediately is how are they going to get a pinfall off? You got one guy trying to hold two guys off from breaking it up.
Well, maybe they don't need a pinfall. If I was Glory in this matchup, I would focus on doing enough damage to one of the opponents to submit them before anyone could break up the submission.
That is very true. That could be a lot quicker. 1, 2. Kick out there.
Yeah, a 3 count is relatively slow. Somebody screaming because you just snapped their ankle pretty quick.
I do gotta say that, I think Fuego would be the man to target in this match because it seems like ever since he lost his mask in that match with Lazy Dragon, it seems his confidence has just taken a hit, in my opinion.
I would absolutely agree. Fuego, also one of the older members of the other team here. Duco, fairly young and fresh, and Carl does not know how to operate the freaking camera.
This match breaking down into a 2-on-2 here inside the ring. And
Dirty Duco on Bobby Freedom.
Dirty Duco out of nowhere onto Bobby Freedom so early into the matchup. And taking him down. But Bobby somehow recovering from it pretty quickly, going to the roll-up. I don't know why Duco didn't just pin him off the Dirty Duco, but
neither do I. But the mistake by Duco does give Bobby Freedom a moment here. Why in the world would you cover in Blood and Gore's corner, though?
And that's the problem. They're never going to be able to pin them. Like you said, Bobby needs to work on those ankles, try to get an ankle lock.
Beautiful knee. 1, 2.
Victor managing to break it up in time.
You know, that's another thing right there. They do have 2 people to intercept the Glory member that tries to break a pinfall.
That's what I was saying earlier. And how are you going to hold them off? That's why they need to do a submission if they're going to be successful, or pin all the way in their corner. Big show.
Well, no, that's not even my point. Like, there are 2 Blood and Gore people to intercept the free member of Glory who's trying to break pins. Like, that's a far bigger threat. And Duco gonna move Bobby over to his corner, cutting the ring in half. Bobby doing the smart thing here, though, making that tag.
This match is just proof of just how much difference one person makes.
So far, Blood and Gore thoroughly in control, and Fuego there, one of the most charismatic members of Blood and Gore.
Yeah, of course, used to be the longest reigning champion until Evil Mist broke the record. Strangely, it's kind of funny to think about getting cover. Kick out. The entire history of the World Championship, that Blood and Gore has held it.
Yeah, that's a very, very valid point there. Bobby Freedom working that neck lock and nobody coming in to break him off, although that's probably because he wasn't the leader. But that DDT following the neck lock, a brilliant move there.
And now Victor going to the top rope. We don't see this very often.
Beautiful sledgehammer. Gonna see a double team here from Glory. Doesn't look like it. Emav, what did I say, man? Not right now. You can't be doing that during the matches, okay?
What?
That's right. Just play it off. Nobody heard you cough. Destino. 1, 2. Victor Wolf able to break it up in time. And Victor smartly there, chucking Duco out of the ring.
Fuego with the suplex.
Right in the center of the ring, doing the smart thing here, tagging in
Alex G. And we were talking about submissions for the Glory team, but the best submission specials. Oh my God!
Every time Bobby uses that release German onto the apron. Victorious Deathlock, center of the ring.
Could this do it? Can Bobby?
Duco
Bobby
in to break it up.
But what I was trying to say until everybody started hitting every move under the sun is that Alex G is probably the best submission specialist in this entire matchup. And he hasn't been able to use his skills too much yet, but we'll see if that changes.
Doesn't look like it's going to anytime soon. Wait a minute.
But
Bobby Freedom interrupts it.
But no.
Headbutt to the chest there by Victor Wolf.
Excellent combination that he does when he's able to get it off that Northern Lights into the armbar, but Glory wise to prevent it.
Oh!
And now, gut wrench German.
I thought that deadlift German was gonna be a. Oh, wait a minute! Alex G here using the red, white, and blue plex of Bobby Freedom. Just mocking Glory with that stolen finish right there.
Bobby's out of there.
Victor Wolf just chopping the hell out of Il Duco.
Double leg takedown, but Alex escapes it.
Oh, don't follow him to the corner, Bobby. Don't make a mistake like... Oh, and there we go. Not the legal man. Alex allowed to just sit here and apply this hold.
Gambu's not doing anything. He could hold this in all day. And Jawbreaker.
And Fuego once again. What? I didn't do anything? What?
This is why I love the Fuego versus Lazy Dragon match so much. And wait a second. Big...
and they've got a double team on here. Victor.
But Bobby not giving up, still hitting the snap suplex.
Bobby howling there after that suplex. Big elbow drop.
Still feeling good in this match, surprisingly. And but eats a DDT.
Oh, and Fuego here just letting everyone know that he has no cares in the world.
You know, Fuego's antics almost make me like Blood and Gore to an extent. Like, not really, but it's just very entertaining sometimes. And now Duco and Victor engaging in a strike battle here.
You know, I may not agree with Blood and Gore's strategies, but I totally agree Fuego is an entertaining performer to watch in the ring. Oh, what's Victor got in mind here, though? Abdominal stretch.
Putting extra pressure on the side of the head, as you could see there, was very strong, but Duco managing to get out of it.
Duco calling for something big here, but Victor managing to counter with that technical spin. Suplex District from Victor Wolf.
Red, white, and blue plex. Everybody's hitting it in this match except for Bobby.
Everybody's hitting it in this match except for Bobby, but maybe we'll get to see some red, white, and blue plex from him too. Oh, stomp to
maybe
the lower
not.
black.
Duco now. On Duco. There it is. Oh, but he gets right back up.
And a dragon screw there. How did he do that?
Victor just no-selling Duco's finisher.
Oh, victorious deathlock here. Victorious death. He gets him. He gets him. Victorious deathlock locked in before Blood and Gore can break it up. Victor Wolf there proving that he is absolutely deserving of the faction titles. Amazing performance from Bobby Freedom and Victor Wolf to pull that off 2 versus 3.
Yeah, definitely. I did not see that coming, but like we said earlier, if it was going to happen, it was going to happen by submission.
And the one thing that you have to wonder now is, what does this mean for Omar Jackson moving forward? You can't imagine the other members of Glory were happy with him not being there.
Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be awkward when they get back to the locker room, if he's back there. But we'll just have to find out what happens. Tune into the GFW Discord to see more.
Yeah, I have to say, I feel like Glory's days as the faction champions are potentially numbered now. Just because of the way this is all boiling down.
Omar's not the only other guy there. They could get Kitten. They could get, what's his name? Kitten?
I feel like no matter what, we can say for sure that Glory is in need of some stronger leadership at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know who would take over for that. It seems like a very tenuous faction, nobody really taking charge.
Next up, though, folks, we have a rematch of sorts from last week. Not exactly a rematch. We've got two lewd dudes, Max with Apollo in his corner versus Mark Scarratt. Last week, Max and Apollo interrupted Mark Scarratt versus Alexander Smith and basically took Alexander Smith out with a spike pile driver, then assaulted him in the hospital afterwards, making this a very, very personal feud. Mark actually... Go ahead there.
I was just gonna say, by Max, you mean Max Savage, the very popular adult film actor who I've seen all of his movies.
I'm not surprised by that at all, Emev. I'm not surprised by that at all. But the real question is, did you see Mark Scarratt assault Apollo with a sledgehammer to get this matchup?
Yes, I did, and I gotta say, it was a fury that I did not think that Mark had in him, but he just kind of got pushed way too far and just showed that ruthless side of him, and he's gonna need it against Max Savage because I can assure you that he puts Joey Ryan to shame.
That is a very good point. This is a very interesting match for me too, but let's head on down to the ring. Entering the arena at this time, the icon of perfection and the outlaw, Two Lewd Dudes! Yeah!
Bleeding till I own this dream, build it like you've never seen. Even at the mountaintop, I'm never gonna ever stop.
And his opponent this evening, the Canadian Crusher, Mark Scarratt.
I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission. I'm a man.
Alright, matchup starting off here, and of course, the first thing that we notice is that Mark Scarratt is just alone here because, of course, Alexander Smith was assaulted in the hospital, whereas Apollo is right out here ringside to start this match, but it might not matter. It might not matter. Max Savage could put this away quickly.
Oh, maybe not, though.
Just like he did in Two Girls, One Cup.
Oh my god. Emav, please. Oh, and Max just gonna chuck Mark out to the outside, and Apollo taking advantage of the opportunity here. Oh, ripping Mark off his feet with a lariat. I was just about to comment on the... Oh, and again downstairs goes Max Savage. I was just about to comment on how Mark Scarratt was opening this match like a bat out of hell. And then, out of nowhere, Max Savage hit that stunner and just dropped him.
Yeah, Max Savage, I think, is about to treat Mark like one of the little people in Mexican Midgets 3. But, we're gonna...
Oh my god.
We're gonna have to see if Mark can do anything about it.
I don't think you can say that on programming anymore. I believe they prefer to be referred to as little people.
I said little people, but the movie was called Mexican Midgets 3.
Oh, and
look at
what
that.
an interesting cover there by Max Savage, giving Mark Scarratt a mouthful.
Well, it wasn't his finisher, but he did finish.
Oh my god, Emav, I'm gonna have to make sure that they put the rating on this episode to R.
Maybe we just can't air this match. It's just too vulgar for people to see.
Beautiful fist drop there from Max Savage. And, you know, it's interesting that Two Lewd Dudes has chosen to sort of target Watchdogs here and make a name for themselves at their cost. Oh, jumping over. But Mark Scarratt landing that dragon screw there. Not able to capitalize. Oh, bridging German.
Savage likes being screwed like that.
Beautiful backdrop there from Max Savage, in control of this matchup now at this point. Mark Scarratt doing his best to hang on here, though, and fight back. And
you know what we got a book? You know what would be money? It would be Max Savage versus Lazy Dragon.
You know what? I am actually expecting that... Oh, wait a minute. That's the finish right there.
The penile pile driver.
And
just sitting on his face like a Russian hooker.
I can't even. Oh, stunner!
That's it. Two, putting him to bed.
I can't. And I gotta be honest, I'll be surprised if Lazy Dragon isn't drawn to the Two Lewd Dudes faction. I mean, realistically, it's not 2 is in the number. They could always use a third man. Oh, and Max Savage stealing O Canada there. Big elbow drop to the spine of Mark Scarratt. Roll up, 1, We've seen Mark be successful with that roll-up in the past. 1, 2, 3. Just kicking out is Mark Scarrett there.
I don't know how he got so close with that cover. He didn't even hit a move. But now, Max Savage.
Oh, diving headbutt.
One of the only non-sexual moves he's done in this match so far.
Oh my god. The back and forth exchange of blows here, and Max Savage. Oh, big super kick.
First one we've seen all night.
Oh, look at that. Big pullback lariat there.
The bitch maker.
Oh, spinning leg trap there. I don't even know what to call that, actually. Reverse Achilles hold,
Mark
though.
trying to turn this into a wrestling match, Max having none of it.
Oh, stunner there to shift the momentum one more time, but not going for a cover.
There it is. Once again, the penile
maximum
pile
damage.
driver.
1,
Sitting on his face
2,
again. 2,
3.
and
No!
Mark is just refusing to lose.
Oh, and another
and
stunner
I can see
here.
Why it would be kind of embarrassing.
Oh, right hand from Mark Scarrett, just angry at this point.
Yeah, you know.
But going back to that leg, consistently attacking the leg of Max Savage.
Match?
And I'm not talking about the third leg.
Is this Max Savage's first or second match here in GFW?
This would be his second matchup so far.
Okay, I was gonna say, like...
Oh, just grinding the eyes of Mark Scarrett across the ropes.
Experience with wrestling, at least not professionally. He has a lot of experience with wrestling against, never mind.
I don't think you can say that on programming.
No, probably not.
Drop toe hold here from Mark Scarrett, and back to that reverse Achilles lock. No matter how much Max Savage seems intent on making this into a shoot of a different kind,
you know,
Mark
he's into
Scarrett keeping it
BDSM, so he probably likes it.
Low kick there from Mark Scarrett, once again targeting that leg.
And again.
1. Just the one.
I mean, this is the one thing. Max Savage really, just clearly is not taking this very seriously, as he's just...
No, he is not.
Like I said,
flexing up there on Mark Scarrett. If he's not
careful, I mean, we've talked time and time again about Mark's wrestling skills and how they've helped him win a lot of his matches, a lot of matches we didn't think he was going to win. So he could steal a victory here if Max isn't careful. And this is the drop kick.
Consistently focusing on that leg is Scarrett. Oh,
yeah,
big
that could definitely work out for him. It's just a matter of if he can do it before Max is able to put him away. Backbreaker.
Technical spin there. And now back to that reverse Achilles hold. You know what I love about Mark Scarrett's style? We see that reverse Achilles hold a lot, but it's not something he usually uses to try to finish the match. It's just something he uses to build up to that DEFCON 1 ankle lock he uses.
Ooh, clothesline. Yeah, absolutely. Mark Scarrett is very good at setting up his DEFCON finishing move. But he's just...
and Max Savage begging off here.
Even though he's got Scarrett right where he wants him. So he was just playing around with him, gets an elbow to the face for it.
Oh, and a rolling knee bar.
With a rolling knee bar.
Is that going to be it? No, Max Savage managing to escape.
You know...
And Scarrett chucked to the outside.
I have to wonder what's going to happen if Mark keeps attacking the leg like that, like he's been doing this entire match. Max might have to miss one of his movie shoots. Can't really act on one leg, can't really do all those death-defying stunts in bed on one leg.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's doing the shoots anymore, at least not those kinds of shoots. And it's not like Mark's attacking the third leg.
Stunner.
Oh, a big stunner on the outside, and a low blow to follow it up.
I mean, yeah, but if you want to see a dude
Mark Scarrett, Canadian Destroyer on the floor.
Thankfully stopping me mid-sentence because you didn't want to hear what I was about to say.
And Mark getting in just in the nick of time, count running out there on him. And an eye rake from Max gonna set up for something. Oh, kitchen sink. That'll fold you over. And a nice power slam there from Max Savage. He calls.
Yo, I gotta ask you, good. How is it? Oh, wait a second. Oh my God! What a move there by Mark Scarrett, and now
counter
eats another stunner out of nowhere. But I gotta ask you, how did Nero Sid afford such a high-profile superstar like Max Savage? I don't understand where we got all this money.
Well, I mean, the thing about Max Savage is, while he may be incredibly valuable in the Triple X world, here in the pro wrestling world, he's a relative unknown. 1, 2. Mark
Then why didn't he even agree to come here in the first place?
And Max just gyrating those hips. That's what he gets paid the big bucks for.
Yep.
Oh, big elbow drop.
From the top rope. Will that be
two.
A 1, 2 kick out? This is a very good match.
This is an excellent match. 1, 2. Almost getting a 3 count there because of Max landing on that chair. And again, but he missed it.
No.
Defcon ankle lock, but he's on the ropes. Mark got the Defcon ankle lock there just slightly out of position.
And now, wait, what is Apollo doing? Sliding in a chair, but...
big axe handle.
Axe handle to the outside. Oh, but Apollo now getting involved in Gamgoon, doing nothing as usual.
I mean, he's outside the ring. It's as legal as a handshake out there.
Okay.
Gourd Buster.
20 minutes gone. 7.
And you just heard the 15-minute call there. This match has gone on for a very long time, and I'm enjoying every second of it.
And the count being reset by Max's constant in-out motion. They're just abusing the outside of the ring to beat down Mark Scarrett. Oh, wait a minute, rolling knee bar.
Oh, wow.
And perhaps Max trapped in the wrong place as there are no rope breaks.
This is where it works to Mark's favor because he can just hold it in as long as he wants to.
Canada!
Oh, wow. Shot to Max's manhood right there. That is a
I think it was $1 million higher than the manhood.
I mean, I hope it was.
Max Savage with an eye rake. Oh my God, are you kidding me?
And now
what is that bullshit? Max Savage with an eye rake and then rolls in the ring before the 10 count.
Savage just stealing it there. Oh my God.
That matchup between Mark Scarrett and Max Savage was absolutely phenomenal until the less than stellar ending with Max. I will give Max Savage this. The man has precise timing with that eye rake.
Well, absolutely, he needs timing. He's a film star, and of course, in his line of work, you only get one shot at it. Then you gotta wait a few hours.
Hey, I hear that Max Savage doesn't take a few hours before he can get the second shot in, but you know that's besides the point here. Since he didn't take any shots to get the win here, he just poked Mark in the eye and then rolled back in the ring like a slimy weasel.
Well, you know, I for one absolutely loved it. I thought it was a classic film trope known as the swerve. The
swerve or the one-eyed Willy?
Made popular by Vince Russo. It's an absolutely brilliant tactic. If you don't understand it, you just have no taste. You're filthy casual.
I would say that we should coin the phrase "the slimy weasel" for that one, but I'm sure that he's used that in some of his films.
50 Shades of Grey.
That being said, folks, I don't even know what to tell you about that matchup. But from my understanding, EMAV, you've got to get out of here now, so if you want to go ahead and sign off.
Yeah, I gotta go party with Max Savage.
Just be careful, EMAV. Maybe put on a body-size condom. What the fuck? What is going on? Carl, what's going on? Carl, could you stop playing your damn film class reels on the... What even is this?
Innocence has become a commodity to be scored, stored, and hoard. Cash to ash.
What the hell was that? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not entirely sure what that was all about, but I assure you we will be getting to the bottom of that. I think maybe Carl was like playing some film school thing or something. I don't know what that was. But we'll find out in the future for sure. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the show, go ahead and give the video a like. Make sure to hit subscribe if you want to see more of our great content here for the channel. There will be a new GFW Academy video coming out soon on gating and priorities. Also, if you want to support the channel, feel free to check out either the merch shop down below or the Patreon if you want to, donate $1 a month because you enjoy the show. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!